So, this is my second video, and no, I won't keep count going forward. I am on a spring break trip with my family. We currently reside in the Midwest, and this is a road trip we like to take when spring break hits. It's rather gloomy outside right now. It's pretty rainy. However, I am thankful that we're able to break away and just get out of Dodge when spring break hits. So I was just thinking, I want these videos to be rather frequent and something interesting that has happened. And I know that there's partly a generational difference in perspective. And one thing that became apparent is that I noticed the different races and how they almost look sometimes like, oh, there's an African American family, or, however they make reference to us. And I can't say I'm surprised when that happens, but it's just, yet another reminder of just the difference. And, depending on where you go and just the way that different races are perceived. And there could be that unconscious bias, but it's also, it has a lot to do with how we're raised and our upbringing, who we've been exposed to throughout our lives. So when I bring it up, I attempted to have a conversation with my mother about it. And my mother, love her dearly, but again, that difference in upbringing, and she was raised in a different atmosphere than I was, in a different time, a different era than I was. So I know that her perspective is different than mine, and plus she's just a different person, so I get that. But her response was, well, you just have to focus on the positive and not focus on the negative. Well, I would like to think that I'm not someone where every single time someone looks at me wrong or says something rude or disrespectful, I would like to think that I'm not one of those people who automatically plays what they call the proverbial race card, or, oh, it's because I'm black, or it's because I'm a woman. I know that I don't have that chip on my shoulder. However, let's keep it real. That disparity does exist as far as how we're treated. So that's just an observation. Got to get back to the family, so I'm not going to be long-winded. But just an observation, just the difference in perspective. And I think that that's interesting. So moving forward, I would like to share my thoughts and my perspective on just what I see around me and this world that we live in, living in America specifically, and as well as the Midwest. I've lived in the South before for almost a decade, so I have that perspective as well, but I'm currently living in the Midwest, so I would definitely like to speak on my observations and experiences, and hopefully it will be an outlet for me, but hopefully it will become a forum where I can engage with others and we can share our perspective with each other. Thank you. Peace.